house at Sonax, and we have with us the legendary Detail Kid, along with legendary and international trainer extraordinaire,
Oh, quit it.
Mr.
Master
Rigo
trainer.
Santana.
You know what I love about
Yes,
Rigo is like when we're doing a normal podcast with Rigo and he's not next to little Steve, he's like Rigo's intense, he's very appreciative
Yeah.
and everything. And then when he's with Steve, he's like, "Hey Steve, what do we got going on today?" You know, so I love that, man. It's like he brings out the kid in you. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
part.
you know, I got to connect with Steve, right?
That's
That's
right,
good,
baby. You
man.
got to do
Totally.
it. So, little Steve, which is big Steve, he's almost as tall as I am. You guys, Sonax has got a bunch of new products they're putting out.
Yep.
I mean, a bunch this time, like maybe 6 or 8. So let's talk about some of these products and
Yeah.
what they do.
What's this one?
Ooh, this is the cleaner. I really like the cleaner.
So what is it for? Because I mean, we're not cleaning cars. What are we cleaning?
The PPF.
All right, PPF. So is that part of a system, or is it just wipe and clean, and we're done?
You know what? So Sonax for 2024 is coming out with this new PPF line because as we all know, PPF really put a claw on the industry.
Yeah,
and
Yes,
everything
it
for
did.
sure.
right?
Yes.
So Sonax is always trying to be innovative, and they wanted to not be behind as far as the PPF market is concerned. So they came out with a 3-step system, which is a PPF cleaner.
Yep.
That's going to be the first step, and then once you clean the PPF, then they're going to give it a light polish. I know everybody's going to say, all the PPF self-healing and stuff, but hey, you know what? You have a polish now to enhance the little PPF a little bit more, right?
Yep.
So then, once you clean the PPF, once you polish it, then you're like, okay, now what, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Now they're coming out with this so easy applicator that's gonna put kind of like a sealing on top of the PPF. So it's a 3-in-1 system.
So what is that one? Show us that one.
This
Get
is
it
the PPF
backwards.
detailer.
PPF detailer. So
Right.
really nice system, and I love that Sonax is approaching it from the angle of PPF because, like you said, PPF is putting a claw in the industry.
Oh no, it already did.
It
Oh,
did.
absolutely.
It did.
But this is just so the idea of PPF is to protect your vehicle, and the idea of this is to protect the PPF.
Here you make an investment of a couple thousand. Depends how much PPF you put on a vehicle, right? But if you're going to go all that in on a PPF, you want to protect your investment because as we put coatings as well, we want to make sure that we protect the consumer's PPF.
Yeah.
So what better way than to put a little coating or protection on top
Right.
of it, right?
Yep, exactly.
So there's some other stuff you got too. Tell us what
What's
that
this?
is. Steve. Hold it
You're just
right up
coming
in
out
there.
with all the goodies.
that is a vinyl PPF.
Yeah.
So they're coming out with this vinyl PPF 2 for 2024. They're coming out with a collaboration of different things that Sonax hasn't really focused on in the past. Besides that, now we have which one are you putting up there, little Steve?
So
The one.
So CC1. There's thousands of coatings at this point, right? Everybody's grandma and uncle, everybody has a coating. But they're coming out with C1, which is a 3-year protection as a standalone application, which is pretty good because I've been working with it. So for your mobile guys that are mobile, that's one of their money makers.
and then here's your plastic. CC
I can't
plastic.
read that when you're moving it.
Right, that's a detail kid, right?
He's
You just
having
have
fun.
man.
He's a
He's
firecracker.
on fire.
So
You guys, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, seriously, six.
That's okay,
six
just drop
products
them right there.
come out right now at SEMA. That's a pretty big deal, and I think that's awesome for innovation, and it's awesome for people that are looking for something else, right? We're always looking for what's the next thing I can do as an add-on in my business, and these are just enhancements you can do to your business on top of what you're already doing.
No, definitely. And you know what, Rod? On the back end, for the people that don't know, you're like, Sonax is coming in with all these products. Well, they have a 20-man team back in Germany of chemists working around the clock. Some companies, not to rain on anybody else, they have one person on deck, and that's, so a 20-man team is giving you the benefits to always be innovative with technology, right?
Yeah, and you can see it today if you look around. There's just all the people in the sweatshirts. It's like this is huge for you guys, and I think that's great because every time we've been with anybody in the Sonax team, it's like a family. They want to help you out, whatever you need. They bring it to you, and I'm sure that the development team's the same way. If you go to them and say, "I need a coating that does a little bit of this or a little bit of that," they would build that.
You know what? You hit a key point for me. As you look at the Sonax team, we're not just an organization, a bunch of guys. No, we're a family, right?
yeah.
As a matter of fact, 10 years this SEMA, I crossed paths with Sonax, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow!
Same
Happy
here.
anniversary, man.
So,
That's awesome.
You know, our journey started 10 years back, and here we are together as a family,
Yeah.
right? And you know what, Mr. Huffman, I remember the first time we walked into where we had dinner last night. I remember walking in and him getting up off the seat with Rod to greet me and my colleagues, Sergio Fierro, right? And it left an impression on me, Jody,
Yeah.
because I was like, wow, you have this guy that's pretty much the brains behind a multi-company,
Yeah.
He takes time to say hi.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, 10
says
years
a lot.
later, I'm still here, right?
That's awesome.
That is
man.
awesome.
That's
great.
awesome.
And then now you got the next generation coming up. And I know you've had a lot of the Sonax products in your hands when we were at Peterson and then here and then at your own shop. So I'm going to randomly ask you, what is your favorite Sonax product?
That's a hard one.
I know.
Um,
You can do more than one. You can make it up.
so I like the ceramic ultra cool detailer,
That's good.
and I like not the beast wheel cleaner, but the gray one, the gray wheel cleaner.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The
I like
Ultra
how- I like-
Slick, does it have because of the hydrophobicity and all the just basically the feel of it, right? It's the slickness that it puts on the car. Yeah. Awesome.
You know what? And there you go. We got the detail kit, right? I mean, here we're in the industry, and here the new blood's coming in, right?
Yeah.
And there's a new wave. There's a couple kids in the industry that I've seen, here and there, with some real special, cool abilities, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, how much has our industry grown? Because at the end of the
Oh
day,
yeah.
it's going to come a time, there was guys before me that came and, there's going to be, I'll be moving forward and there'll be a new generation of detailers.
Yeah.
And, what better way to educate them and put the right tools
Well,
in their hands?
and that's one of the things also that I like about what you're doing with the new generation detailers, right? You're trying to create a legacy, not only with your training, but also with the Sonax family. And it is placing a permanent mark on the industry.
You know what, Jody? Last night when we were having dinner, I was sitting there and I was kind of like just going back, right? When me and Sergio came in, we're having dinner there by ourselves. But last night, here I had the whole team with us, right? Because Germany and Sonax they embraced the whole team. And that's what, like you said, it's a team effort. We all come together and we all live this journey for the long term. So definitely.
That's
And
awesome.
the thing about it is it's just building people up. So, like 20 years from now when we're all sitting around in our little scooty carts rolling around here and he's running
Right
the
on
show,
fire, right?
You know?
And
Say, look at him. He's licking his lip. He's like, I can't wait to run the show, man.
Try
Get out
to
of the
follow
way.
Steve, the detail kid, because the guy wants a 69 Charger. I mean, look at him. He's not going to
What
make
do you
it
want?
with
A 69
69 Charger.
Well, we're getting close. We got a GT350 here today, right? So we got to work towards that one.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
and you guys are working on some pretty cool cars in the Sonax booth. So if you're at the SEMA show, please come to the West Hall.
Yep.
Come down to the Sonax booth because, in part, not only do you have the detail kid, the entire Sonax team, the new generation detailers team, you also have some cars from Peterson Museum.
Yeah.
1901.
The 901,
The 901 Porsche.
that you got to check out the story on that. And also the GT350, check out the story on those. And that's at the end of the day, the SEMA is about looking at cool stuff and looking at cool products. And all of these priceless vehicles that are in here, they're using Sonax products, which is, the museum trusts Sonax and the Sonax team and new generation detailers.
They trust
and
Flex.
Detail Kid and Flex to come in and actually work on priceless cars. So, if you get that level trusting your products, you're doing something right.
That's awesome. So thank you guys for tapping in. We're going to be bouncing around the rest of the day. Who knows where we'll show up, but thank you, Detail Kid. Thank you, Rigo.
Thank you.
Yep.
And
As
we will
always.
check you guys later. See ya.